Hello everyone, this is 𝗪𝗵𝘆 𝗣𝗯𝗯𝗹𝘆 welcomes you all on Pabbly. So guys, in this video you are going to learn how to send Zoom webinar meeting reminders on WhatsApp 1 day, 2 hours and 15 minutes before the event, right? So guys, before I start explaining to you how we are going to do this, let me tell you why you should watch this video. Suppose that you want to conduct an online meeting or webinar and you have shared the registration link of that webinar with your audiences and you have scheduled this webinar on any future date, right? So the purpose of this webinar can be to educate people about any product that you are selling, raise brand awareness and to generate maximum leads so that you can convert those leads into your clients and customers through this webinar. But what happens generally is that people do register for your webinars, but they forget about it and they forget the date and time of your webinar so that they won't be able to attend that. So if this happens, you lose the chance to convert all the registrants into your customers, right? So we have a solution for you. So to ensure that all your registrants attend your webinar and meeting, you can send them WhatsApp reminders about the meetings and the webinars, right? So to do this, you have two ways. One way is that whenever you receive a new registration here of a Zoom webinar or meeting that you want to conduct, you are going to manually sort out the details of the registrants, then come to WhatsApp and then manually type a message for all that registrants informing them that they have a meeting to attend on any future date and time. So guys, if you are receiving hundreds of registrants for this meeting, this manual process can consume a lot of your time and energy, as we want to send those reminders messages 1 day before the meeting, on the same day of the meeting 2 hours before the starting of the meeting, and a final reminder just 15 minutes before the starting of the meeting. Right? So we have a better way for you. What if I tell you that as and when you start receiving the new registrations, you can automatically send the reminder messages on their WhatsApp accounts of the registrants 1 day before the meeting, on the day of the meeting 2 hours before the meeting, and 15 minutes before the meeting on the WhatsApp account of the registrants automatically. Yes guys, this can happen, and to make this happen I am using a software here called as Pabbly Connect. So guys, Pabbly Connect is an integration and automation software, and what it will do, it will connect these two applications together such that you can schedule the reminder messages about any future meeting or webinar that you are going to conduct on Zoom, and that message will be delivered automatically on the WhatsApp account of the registrants 1 day before the meeting or at any time that you want to send, right? And the best part of making this automation guys is that you will not require any coding skills or programming knowledge. So any non-technical person can also make this automation. So let me give you a demo on my screen of how this automation or connection between Zoom application and WhatsApp is going to work in real time. So guys, this is my computer screen, and here you can see I am in my Zoom applications dashboard, and here I have created these meetings. So let me show you. I have conducted a few meetings in the past. So this is a meeting I have conducted at November 12 Friday, and the topic of the meeting is session on how to grow YouTube channel. Okay, and I have taken registrations for this meeting. Let me show you the registrants also. So we got the 2 registrants here, and I have sent reminder messages for this meeting to our registrants 3 times to remind them that they have a meeting to attend at this time and date. Let me show you at this time and date, and we can ensure that all of our registrants will attend the meeting so that we can convert those registrants into clients or customers, right? So I can show you the messages that I have sent to that registrant. So these are the messages that I have sent. This was the first message, and it is saying, "Dear Shiva Khan, thank you for registering yourself to the session on how to grow YouTube channel. This is a friendly reminder about our upcoming webinar which will happen tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Okay, and this was the link of the webinar or meeting. Okay, so this is the first message that I have sent 1 day before the starting of the meeting. Okay, and this is the second message, and it was sent just 2 hours before the starting of the meeting, and it is saying that webinar will happen within the next 2 hours and it will start at sharp this time. Okay, And this was the final third message that I have sent, which was sent 15 minutes before the starting of the webinar, and it is saying that this is a reminder that this session is going to begin within the next 15 minutes and it will start at sharp 4 o'clock. Okay, so this is how we are going to remind our registrants that they have to attend our webinar or meeting, so that we can ensure that every registrant of us join our meeting. Okay, so now you guys are wondering how I managed to bring these messages here automatically one day before, 2 hours before, and 15 minutes before the starting of the meeting. So let me give you the easiest possible steps by which you can also make this automation and send reminder messages for webinars or meeting that you are planning to conduct on Zoom application. So guys, these are the 3 easy steps by which you can also make this integration or automation between Zoom application and WhatsApp. So step 1 is connect Pabbly Connect to Zoom with the help of webhook URL. So first of all, we are going to open Pabbly Connect and generate a webhook URL to connect our Zoom application with Pabbly Connect. And step 2 is collect the Zoom meeting data in Pabbly Connect. So in second step, we'll bring the data of the registrant for our Zoom meeting from Zoom application to here in Pabbly Connect. And step 3 is send the webinar or meeting reminders on WhatsApp via 360 dialog. Okay, so finally we are going to send the webinar or meeting reminders on WhatsApp account of the registrant, and to do this we are going to use another application which is called 360 dialog. So I will tell you what 360 dialog is later on in this video. First of all, let's jump back to our step 1 and open Pabbly Connect. So in your internet browser, you have to type here Pabbly, that is pabbly.com. So this is the landing page of Pabbly. From here, you have to put your cursor on this products icon and click on Pabbly Connect. Okay, now you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes by clicking here on sign up free button, which I have already done. So I'm going to click on sign in directly. Okay, now from this all apps section of Pabbly, you have to come to this Pabbly Connect panel and click on access now. So this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and to start working here, you have to create workflows like these. So to create a workflow, you have to click here on create workflow button like this, and here you have to give a relevant name to your workflow. So let me fill the name here. So I have filled the name as send Zoom meeting / webinar reminders on WhatsApp, right? Now click on create here and your workflow will be created, and you will see these two things first, the trigger and the action. So guys, Pabbly Connect work on these things. The trigger says when this happens, action says Pabbly Connect, please do this. Alright, as in our use case, the trigger would be a new registration for our Zoom webinar or meeting, and the action would be is to send the reminder messages of those webinars and meetings on the WhatsApp account of the registrants, right? So first of all, you have to click here on this trigger window, and from this choose app, choose your application as Zoom. This is Zoom. Okay, and in this trigger event, you have to select configure webhooks option. So it will generate this URL. So this is called as a webhook URL, and by using this, we are going to make a connection with Zoom application and Pabbly Connect. So to do this, you have to refer this documentation here, click on it, and you will find the whole process to do this. Okay, so you have to log into a Zoom account, go to this place, admin and marketplace. So let me show you the process. What you have to do is to go to your Zoom application first, and from this admin panel here, you have to click on this advanced option, click on it, and it will show you this app marketplace option, click on it. Okay, and the app marketplace will open up here, and from here you have to go to this develop option and then click on build app. Okay, and here you have to create a JWT app. So from this panel you can create a JWT. So you can see it is showing your account already has JWT credentials. So I have already created this app, so I do not need to do it again, but let me show you the process. From here you can do this. Here is the process. It is written in this documentation that I have shown you. So to create a JWT, you have to click on create from this panel, right? Then you have to give a name to your JWT app from this window, and you have to provide this information in testing JWT window, which is like company's name and the developer's information like this name and the email address of the person who have created the meetings, right? Now then you have to click on continue and your JWT app will be made. After that you have to navigate to this features tab. Let me show you this. So to go there in this features tab, you have to click here, and after creating the JWT you will find this view here option. Click on view here, and from this window you will find this features tab. Click on it. Or okay, and from here you have to click on this event subscriptions option like this, and here you have to create a new event, right? So click on add event subscription button. Okay, and these fields will open up. So here you can give any name to your event. So let me give the event's name as Zoom meeting reminders, right? And here in this destination URL field you have to paste the URL which we got here in Pabbly Connect. So you have to copy this webhook URL. Click here on copy. Okay, and you have to paste this URL here in this event notification endpoint URL field here like this. Okay, then click on this add event option, and from this window will open up, and you have to select this meeting option, and here you have to select on meeting registration has been created option. Click on it to check it, and then click on done. Okay, and then click on save. So it is saving here. So you can see a new event Zoom meeting reminders is saved here like this. Okay, now click on continue, and now it is showing your app is activated on this account. Alright, so we are connected with Zoom application, and here in Pabbly Connect you can see it is started showing waiting for the webhook's response. This means it is time to collect the data of the registrants here in Pabbly Connect from Zoom application. Right, let's do this. So to capture the data here, let's do a demo registration here in our Zoom application. So I'm going to my Zoom application, and here I have created this meeting which is going to happen at November 20, 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. and the title is Diamond Merchant Webinar, how to sell more diamonds in less time, right? So let's do a registration for this meeting. Okay, so I'm opening the registration link. So here I'm going to fill the details of the registrant as 𝗪𝗧 𝗪𝗯𝗯𝗪𝗧 and the email address, and here we are asking for the WhatsApp number. So you have to make sure that you ask the WhatsApp number only, because we want to send the reminder messages on WhatsApp accounts of the person. Okay, so here I have specified that you have to enter the WhatsApp number in this format. So you can also make such custom fields by editing your meeting like this. Let me show you. So you can edit this meeting from this edit option, and here is in the custom questions option you can create such custom questions like this that I have made WhatsApp number, right? So you can also make such custom questions. Now let me fill the WhatsApp number here. Okay, so I filled the number. Now let me click on register, and you can see the registration is completed here. Registration is successful, right? Now let's check in Pabbly Connect if the data is captured, and you can see the data is here like this. So in Pabbly Connect it started showing the data of the registrant we got for any webinar or meeting of us, right? Like this. So in this data you can see in this object start time label, it is showing us the date and time of the meeting when the meeting is going to start, right? But we want to send the reminder messages of this meeting one day before. So we need to have the date of one day before, and also we want to send the reminder messages 2 hours before and 15 minutes before the starting of this time. Okay, so we need to have the time of that time also when we want to send the message. So to get these dates and time, what you have to do is you have to click on this action window, and from this choose app you have to choose the application as date time formatter. Okay, so click on this action event, and here you will find this add subtract time option. Click on it and then click on connect. Okay, and here it is asking enter the date. So we want the date one day before the date of this date we have that we got from Zoom application, right? So you have to map this label here in this tab. So click on this enter date field, then you will find this zoom option, click on it, and here you will find the same data that we have captured here in this second step, right? So from this data you have to map the label, which is this object start time, like this. Okay, then in the expressions field you have to enter the expression to get the date one day before this date. You have to put here there's expression like this format, right? So you can take the help of this format. You can copy this format from here only and paste it here like this. So I have put the expression as -1 day. Okay, and from this to format we are going to select a format which will I can show you here, this 𝗪𝗵𝗆𝗍𝗯𝗋𝗆 format. So we are using this format because we are going to use this format again in another steps. I'll show you at that time. So first of all, you will find this, you have to select this format from these drop down list, this one 𝗪𝗵𝗆𝗍𝗯𝗋𝗆. Okay, so map it. Then it is asking from format. Okay, so let me show you. We got this format here which is 𝗪𝗵𝗆𝗍𝗯𝗋 and there's a T in between, then the time. Okay, so you will find this format from this from format field, and this is the format we have 𝗪𝗵𝗆𝗍𝗯𝗋 and there is a T in between. Okay, so this is the format in which we got the date, so map it. Okay, then click here on save and send test request, and you can see we got the date here like this 19/11/2021, and the date we got is this 20/11/2021. So we have subtracted one day before this date and we got the date of one day before like this. Okay, so similarly you have to do follow this same process to get the time 2 hours before this time and 15 minutes before this time. So you have to apply this date time formatter function 2 times more. So to do that you do not have to do this process fully. You just have to clone this step. This is a shortcut way. You can follow this clone step option, click on it, and the same step will be copied one more time. Okay, so you can see we got another step here, date time formatter, and we need this step one more time. So click on clone button again one more time. Okay, and you can see we got 3 times date time formatter here. So this step, first step, is for -1 day. So let me rename this step, it will help you. So guys, you can see I have renamed these steps like this: -1 day, -2 hours, and -15 minutes, so that you can remember and understand what we have done in these steps. So in this -2 hour step and the -15 minute step, you just have to change the expression field. Okay, so here in this expression field you have to change this like this. So we want the time -2 hours before. So let me put here like this. So I'm copying this format. Okay, like this, pasting it here, and here in this place of plus sign I'm going to enter minus sign. Okay, and in the place of this 8 hours I'm going to put 2 hours. Okay, and then click on save and send test request, and here you can see in this response it started showing the time as 12 o'clock. Okay, and the time we got from the Zoom meeting is this 14 o'clock. Okay, or 2 p.m. So we have subtracted -2 hours from this time and the time is showing up like this, 12 o'clock. Okay, and similarly in this in this step -15 minutes, you have to change the expressions like this. So follow this format here. Okay, so this is minute format we got. Copy it, paste it here, and in place of 1 minute you have to put 15 and a minus sign here like this. Okay, then click on save and send test request, and here in the response you can see it started showing 13:45. Okay, and the time we got is 14 o'clock, and we have subtracted -15 minutes and started showing 13:45. Okay, so we got the date and times here. Okay, now let me tell you one more important thing, that is you can see in this second step where we have collected the data from Zoom application about the registration. We got the date and time here in this format. So guys, this is the UTC format, or the universally converted time format. So this is actually the international standard time we got here, and the actual meeting we are going to have is this at 7:30 p.m. in Indian time format. So guys, if you are taking the registrations of Indian people only, you need to convert this time to send the messages on correct time. Okay, so to convert this UTC time, we need to apply one more step here. After applying these, click here on this plus icon, and from this choose app, apply the date time formatter one more time, and in this action event, select for format date with time zone. Okay, then click on connect, and here in this date field we are going to map the date that we got from the Zoom application. So this is the time and date we got in UTC. Map it, and it is asking from time zone. So here you have to select UTC, or universally converted time format, this one, and we want the date in, let's say we want the date and time in this format, the general time format that we use, which is this MMDDYY format. Let me select this one. Okay, right, and it is asking to which time you want to convert this. So we want to convert it into Asia India time format, which is our time zone. So you will find the option here of Asia Kolkata, this one, Asia Kolkata. Select it, then click on save and send test request, and you can see the time and date is converted into actual Indian standard time, 7:30. So this is the time for Indians of our meeting, 7:30. Okay, and here you can see the time and date we got is all together. We got the date and time together, but we need the date and time separately, because we are going to use that time in the messages, in the reminders that we want to send. So I'm going to separate these date and time. So to do that, click on this plus icon, and now we are going to apply another function which is called text formatter. This is text formatter by Pabbly. Okay, and in this action event I am going to select split text option. Okay, then click on connect, and now it is asking text to split. So here I am going to map this result we got from the previous step. Okay, so click on this field, then click on this date time formatter, fifth number. Okay, and here I am going to map this result. Okay, and in this separator I am going to apply a separator, which is this space field, this one. So copy this format here, paste the space here like this. Okay, and in this segment index you have to select all, because we want the date and time separated all together. Okay, so I am going to click on save and send test request, and you will see the date and the time will be separated like this. So it separates the text, the date, the time, and the PM. Okay, like this, right? So it is time for our next and the final step, which is to send the reminder messages on the WhatsApp account of our registrants, right? So to do that, click on this plus icon, and now we are going to apply routers. Okay, because we want to send messages 3 times now. So to send messages 3 times, we are going to apply the routes 3 times. So I'm going to click another route here. So the first route is for to send the messages 1 day before, right? So I'm going to rename these routes here. Let this route be 1 day before. Okay, so I have renamed the routes here so that you can better understand what I am doing. Now let's set up our first route to send messages 1 day before. Okay, so I'm clicking on set filters and action steps, and here in this first route I am going to apply a filter, and in this filter I am going to select a label, and this label you will find here. Let me show you. In this very first step where we have collected the data from Zoom, you will see in this event label it is showing meeting registration created. Okay, so we want to send the message only when the this event registration is created, okay, that means we got the registration, then only we want to send the message. So to ensure this, in this filter from here in this route, I am going to select this label from this zoom option. This is the event meeting registration created label. Select it, make the filter type is exist, and click on save and send test request, and it is showing the status is success. The condition is true here, right? Now we want to send the message, but we want to send the message one day before the starting of the meeting. We do not want to send it today. So we are going to delay this workflow till the day on which we want to send the message. So to do this, click here on plus icon. And from this action window, you have to apply delay by Pabbly. Okay. And now it is asking for how much delay you want to put in the workflow. So I want this workflow or automation run one day before the starting of the meeting. So I'm going to apply here delay until, and in the delay date, I am going to map the date which we have subtracted -1 day. Okay. So in the second step, I have subtracted the date by -1 day. So I am going to click on this date which is -1 day from the actual scheduled date, like this. Okay. So the date is mapped. Click on save and send test request. Okay. So the delayed is success here, and the message will be delivered one day before the starting of the meeting now. Okay. Now it is time to click here on this plus icon, and to send messages on WhatsApp automatically, we are going to select another application which is called 360 dialog. Okay. This one, WhatsApp by 360 dialog. So you guys are wondering why we are using this application. Guys, actually to send messages on WhatsApp, we need to have the access of WhatsApp's API. So 360 dialog is an application which have the official access of WhatsApp's API. So by using this application, we can send messages on WhatsApp. Now in this action event, you have to select send template message option like this. Then click on connect here. And from this window, you have to choose add new connection option if you're making the connection with 360 dialog for the first time. So for the first time, it will ask for this API key and the domain name. So to get these things, you have to go to your 360 dialog account and you have to generate a API key. So let me bring you to my 360 dialog account here. This is it. So guys, you can also set up your own 360 dialog account, and to do that, I suggest you to use the link that we have pasted in the description so that you can avail the services of 360 dialog in very less price than the usual price they give you. Okay. And here I'm going to click on WhatsApp accounts page. And here you can see this button, generate API key. So by clicking on this generate API key button, you can generate the key. Then copy that key and paste the key here in this API key field like this. Okay. And while generating the key, you will find the API, you will find the domain also, which will look like this link. So you have to copy that link also and paste it here in this domain field. Okay. So after pasting both of these things, you have to click on save and you will be connected with 360 dialog. Right. So guys, generating the API key is one-time task only. Once you got your API key generated, you can use the same key to make the connection afterwards also with Pabbly Connect. Right. And the process of making this connection for the first time is also one-time task only. Once you made the connection by this process, next time you can select this existing connection option also. As I have already made a connection with this process earlier in a different workflow, so I am going to select existing connection and click on save, and you will see that we'll be connected with 360 dialog. Okay, it started showing connected here. Now it is asking for the template. So let me first tell you what templates are. So I'm going to my 360 dialog account again, and here I'm going to click on manage templates option. So guys, these are the templates or the messages we want to send on WhatsApp, right? So let me show you the template I have created for this purpose. The message template is here. Zoom one day. Okay. So this is the template I have created to send messages one day before the starting of the meeting. So you can also create such message templates here. So to prevent spamming in WhatsApp, you have to create message templates here first in 360 dialog. like these. So to create a template, you just have to click on add template button, and here you have to give a name to your template. You have to select the category of your template and the language in which you are sending the message. And here in this body field, you have to fill the main body or the main text that you want to send. Okay, then click on preview and submit, and your message template will be submitted. Then what will happen? WhatsApp's parent company, that is Facebook, will review your template and approve your template. Okay, so the standard time of template approval, they say, is 30 minutes to 48 hours, but generally it take only 45 minutes to 1.5 hours to got a template approved. Okay, so once you got your templates approved like this, you can use them to send the messages. Also, in Pabbly Connect, after selecting the template, it will ask for these body fields. So let me show you this also in my template. This is my template here. So guys, here you can see we have this 1 in double curly braces, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So guys, these are the body fields or the variables we have in our message template. Okay, so as you can see, after dear, we are going to put the name of the person to whom we want to send the message. So that is going to change with every new message. So that is a variable. Okay, thank you for registering yourself to this webinar. So the name of the webinar is also going to change with every new webinar, right? And the time of the webinar, here we are going to put the time. That can also change. Date can also change. So these are the variable things which needs to be filled automatically in a new message, in every new message. As you can see in this first body field, if I put something, let's say Radhika, it will be filled automatically here. In this second field, when I put let's say 2 a.m. Sorry, here I am going to put the webinar's name. So let it be something like this, mathematics, or any name that you want to put. So these are the things that are going to be filled automatically in the body fields. So to get these body fields filled in a new message, you have to map the values of these body fields here in Pabbly Connect like this. Okay, so first of all, let us select our template. So when I click here on this template field, it will show me the list of all the approved templates, and this is the template we are using, Zoom One Day. Okay, after selecting the template, this namespace field and the language code get automatically filled up, and here it is asking the recipient's mobile number. So here you have to enter the WhatsApp number of the person to whom we want to send the message. Okay, so we got the mobile number, WhatsApp number here from this Zoom application field. So this is the mobile number we got. Let me show you. So this is the mobile number we got here. So map this here only, and it will ask for the Pabbly Connect. 360 dialog asks the phone number in this format with the country's code and the plus sign. So make sure you got this number in this format only. So that's why we have collected the number in this format when we are taking the registrations. Let me show you the registration link. As you can see, we have specifically told our registrants to put the number in this format and to put the WhatsApp number only. So you can also make sure that you will got the number in this format to put the number here, right? Now it is asking for the body field 1. So here in this first body field, we are going to enter the name of the registrant. So you'll find the registrant name from this Zoom option only. Find the name, map the full name here. Okay, so this is the name. So similarly, you can also fill all these things. So let me fill all other body fields. So you can see in this third body field, let me show you. Here we are going to fill the time of the webinar. Okay, so we have converted the time as I've shown you in one step. Okay, in Indian Standard Time format, and we have splitted the time also. So you will find this text formatter split text option, and you will find the splitted time. That's why we have splitted the time like this. Okay, so map the time like this, and here it is asking for the webinars link. So you'll find the webinars link here in this Zoom option. This is the joining link. Okay, and the fifth body field, you can enter the name, your name, or whatever, whoever is conducting the webinar, who you can put that name. Okay, Right, now when I click here on save and send test request, this data that we have filled will be delivered according to our template as a new message on the WhatsApp account of this person, 𝗪𝗧 𝗣𝗯𝗯𝗋. So let me click here on save and send test request. And you can see it started showing this kind of response, and the WhatsApp account of 𝗪𝗧 𝗣𝗯𝗯𝗋 here received a new message. Let's check. The message is this: thank you for registering yourself to the Diamond Merchant webinar, and this will happen tomorrow at 7:30. Okay. So our connection with WhatsApp is working fine. Now similarly you have to set up two more routes to send the message 2 hours before and 15 minutes before. So let me set up. The only difference in the second and third route will be is to select the template. So we have made the templates differently for the different messages. So that's the only difference it will make. Let me set up other two routes. So I am setting up the second route, and here I have forget to told you that here in this delay option you have to delay this message until now we are going to get the date and time from this -2 hours step. Okay, so here you have to map this result where we have subtracted the time by 2 hours. Okay, so map this date here, date and time here, and click on save and send test request. And here we have selected the template which is different. It is zoom 2 hours now. Okay, and I have filled all the details. Now let me click here on save and send test request, and it is showing this response, and we have received a new message also, and this message is for the webinar will happen within next 2 hours. Okay, right, it will start sharp at 7:30. Okay, so our second route is also completed. Let me set up third route also. So I have set up my third route also, and here in this delay step I have mapped the date and time from this -15 minute step, which is this one. Okay, this time you can see 13:45, 15 minutes before the starting of the meeting, and the condition is success. And if I applied a different template in this 360 dialog application, which is this, and I have filled all other details in the body fields. Now let me click here on save and send test request, and this will be delivered as a final reminder message just 15 minutes before the starting of the meeting. And we got the message here, and check what is in the message. And the message is this: hello 𝗪𝗧 𝗣𝗯𝗯𝗋, today is the day, and this is a reminder that the Diamond Merchant webinar is set to begin with the next 15 minutes, and it will start at sharp 7:30 p.m. Okay, so it is showing the time completely 7:30 p.m. because we have mapped here in this body field for 7:30 and p.m. also. So you will find this time here in this text formatter where we have splitted the date and time. So you have to map both of these things, the 7:30 and p.m. also, so that our registrants will understand clearly at what time they have to attend the meeting. Okay, and here in this message you can see we have put a note here: please save this number in your contacts to make the above link clickable. So this is an instruction for the registrants. If they save your number, it will make this link clickable so that they can click on this link to join the meeting from this message itself, right? So our connection with WhatsApp is working fine. Now just click on save here. Okay, now let me give you the quick recap what we have done here. So first of all, in this trigger window we have applied Zoom application to connect with Zoom. Okay, and with the help of this URL we connected Zoom application. Then we make a demo registration to collect the data of the registrant here like this. After that we subtracted 1 day to got the date of -1 day before the meeting, and -2 hours and -15 minutes, right? After that we applied date time formatter again to convert the time zone. So we have the time zone in UTC, so we converted it into Indian Standard Time, which is like this. Okay, after that we applied text formatter to get this date and time separated. Okay, so we have separated the date and time like this, and then we applied 3 routes to send messages before 1 day, 2 hours before, and 15 minutes before. Okay, and in these routes we have applied a filter to make sure that the registration happens. After that we are going to send the message, and we have applied a delay to make this workflow run on the exact date, which is 1 day before the date, of the meeting, right? Then we connected 360 dialog to send messages on WhatsApp, selected our template and filled the required details in the body fields to send the message like this. Okay, so our workflow is completed here. Now we are going to paste the link of this same workflow in the description so that you can clone it in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start automating this process instantly. So guys, this is it for today's video. If you want any other type of integration, you can contact us at admin@pabbly.com. You can ask your queries and discuss it from this forum and check the pricing of this software from this link. And guys, as we did today, you can make many different type of integrations using many different softwares by Pabbly Connect and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. So guys, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel, and thank you so much for watching this video.